Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another edition of They're Not Dolls here on Toymigos. You can find us every Thursday night at 8:15 p.m. and Chatmigos Assemble on Tuesday at 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And right now, it's another time to rip into it. This Death Watch Mando, I had to have it. So let's go full rip into it. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Here, look at it. Rip into it. Give me more. Kick it. And let's see our brand new. Look at this. Look, man, this isn't even a deluxe figure, and it comes with a jetpack. And his jetpack goes right in there. Mandalorian Death Watch got the Death Watch symbol on the side. He is a nice color, almost baby blue, with some white accents on it. Does this move, or am I going to break it? Yes, it moves. Twisty arms, twisty legs. Kick it. Nothing's working. Nothing can go right? Okay, great. There I am. I hope we're live. Hi, welcome to the show. Welcome. It's another Wednesday evening. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm the one and only Fallen Fett. Welcome to the Fallen Fett Chronicles, episode 146. Spooky Fett returns. It is October 1st. Let's do this. We got a lot lined up for you today. We're going to get into it. Yes, start sending in those stories of your paranormal ghost, conspiracy stuff, whatever you want to talk about. Let's do this. Let's do it in the chat. I see the Federation is starting to show up. Sorry for being so late. We have a new sponsorship at the show, and I was trying to load up the video, and it has to be in a different format. I tried to switch it to a different format real quick. It didn't happen. So for the first one, until I get it fixed, you see me been plugging them. I love their stuff. It's so great. The Shirt Farm, use code FETT over at the Shirt Farm .shop and you receive a 10% off your order. Thank you for them for helping out the show, and a bunch of cool guys over there. They're doing very cool things. I love their shirts. Corinne just had a market that we went to last weekend. There was people there rocking the brand new shirts. They're great for your Disney trips, different theme parks as well. I love them. They're super comfortable. They fit so good. I have more on the way. I will be showing them off. More commercials to come. I had their spot ready, but unfortunately, like I said, we have to change the format. So we will do that. But remember to head on over to the Shirt Farm on all social media. Use code FETT and receive 10% off of your order. And tell them that the Fallen Fett sent you. And just get a cool-ass shirt, man. Like, they're so comfortable. You guys know I'm a big dude. I feel fine in them. I'm not doing that pull down, the stretch, or anything like that. Very cool shirt, so go check them out. Don't forget to head on over to D Blake Makes as well, and you can use the code The Fallen Fett to receive 20% off your order and treat yourself. I just got in some new stuff too that I have to put up, and I've been putting up everywhere, as you can see along in the background over there. We got the new Toymigos logo that he did. So don't forget The Fallen Fett over at D Blake Makes and receive 20% off your order. What's up, Damien? And yeah, so as you can see, they're all over the display. Make your collection look that much better. You know what I'm saying? my collection would not be standing without Moocher's 3D lab printing over there. Go check that out, or all your figure stand needs, and get you some figure stands, some props that you need, and anything to enhance your scene of your figure photography. And he probably has you covered. And all your figure stands. None of mine are falling or anything because he hooks me up and we have all that covered. So yeah, from everything from NECA to Mattel to Hasbro, he's got what you need. So go on over there. All the links are down below for everything. If you need some figures that you're looking for, brand new stuff, and you got that itch. No, it was not Moocher. Look at, I already see one. You got that itch, head on over to Hidden Temple Toys. Tell them I sent you over, and tell Eddie what's up and get in your order. Or Alliance Collectibles. One of the two is going to hook you up. All right. All that is done and said. How the hell are you? What's up? Welcome to the show. It is October. I couldn't wait to start this off. Weather is getting okay. I'm still pretty hot. The room is hot today. I was in a rush here alone. Corinne, Evil Diva, is on a all-girls trip. She's at Disneyland right now, getting that How We Do Disney content and going out there. So it's not too busy. Today is the first, though, and so it is our favorite time of year. They slowly started rolling out the fall and the pumpkins and everything, but now it's going to be full blast into it as it's the first, and you got all your Halloween time going on. You also have their trick-or-treat that's been going on. That started last month. Had some friends who showed up. It's great as always. Always more to add. It's a great time. You get, basically to ride everything in California because the numbers are so low. Get some treats, and you also get to see all those special characters during Oogie Boogie Bash. So go check that out. And then, like I said, head on over to Shirt Farm and get yourself a shirt and get complimented all night like I do. So that's what's going on over there. I should be hitting that up soon this week. I can't believe it's the first. I just really can't believe it. If you missed last week's show, we don't have trivia tonight. We always do it on the first Wednesday. But Tommy has to take a little bit of a hiatus. He will return, though. So what's up, Tommy? I hope everything is doing good. You guys are winning. So, yeah, he will be back. And we'll roll into that schedule. And, yeah, we're here. We're rolling right along. It looks like Yoko finished her content for the Japan vlog. So go over there. Hit that thumbs up and get those watch hours up as well, too. And then, what else do we have going on? Might be visited by Dario. I know he loves this time of year as well, too, as we get into all the stories. What's up? I see Lago in the chat. He's got a giveaway going on, so go over there. Everything that you need to know right now is always in my stories. If you want the latest of what's going on or what to do, or, if there's some free stuff that might be won on other channels, always check out my stories, and I'm trying to hook everybody up, or send them to me if you need to as well. Oh, that is so good. Pineapple soda. Oh, I love it. So, yeah, tonight, right now already, we have the number one moderator in the house. Ah, damn it. Marcus is here. What's up, Marcus? I forgot to post up the bingo cards.
Oh, don't worry about it, man.
I get that. It's this whole video thing. So, StreamYard, I love it. I really need Moocher. I know you're listening, Mooch. I do need to set up a day with Moocher, though, and come over and show me all the new updates, because they're updating constantly.
Every week, right?
Yeah, they're adding this feature, that feature. I have to go through that, and I'm like, okay, is there something I missed? Then I was trying to add the video. The video has to be in this form. There's so much now that you can do with StreamYard, which is what we use. And as always, all our super chats do go towards that, or video equipment. Speaking of, what's up, Zap? Happy Wednesday with a very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, it costs fees to do this, and we have that, but we are trying to also get some equipment to further enhance the store over here. Riley has ran into a snafu on trying to upload the content on the videos that she made. We're going to look that over and get it all dialed in for you, so you guys have more from the Fallen Fett channel of how we do Disney, toy hunts, reviews, everything like that. You guys have done great suggestions as well of what you want to see and what you want to go down here. So yeah, we got a lot more coming. But as I say that, I did forget the bingo cards for tonight, Marcus. I apologize. And Marcus has made some lovely bingo cards. Just something fun for you guys to play along with as we have our little sayings here, or something does go wrong. or you know how it rolls. So we'll do that. I'll see if maybe during the show I can get it. If you don't know what Spooky Fett time is, it's my favorite because I'm way into paranormal, supernatural. I believe in ghosts. I've been haunted by ghosts. There's all of those stories there. We've captured it on film. Moocher will tell you no. Don't listen to him. He only wants to try and kick me down. But, you know, there are the naysayers out there. We love Mandela effects and conspiracy theories. And right now in the world, there is so much going on. And it just feels right that once it hits October is when we really go over it. I know Sonic has some stories. I need him to resend them so we can catch up on also what Sonic has seen and where he was with all of his hauntings that there is. But yeah, so tonight, what I figured was I was sharing during the week, right, Marcus, as far as I kept sending for the last month, like me and Dario, of the scary stuff that I see that I do feel is like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this one.
And you guys send it at the worst possible time. You send it late at night, right when I'm about to go to sleep.
Look, anything past 10 then, Marcus, that we send, then don't watch it. You're gonna have to wait until you wake up because I don't know why, but yes, our feed turns into that. Me and Dario will start sending it to each other, and yeah, it's pretty bad. But you know, we'll get into it after we talk to the Federation. But yeah, we got a lot of stories going on and what we believe and what, you know, what has happened to us and like that. But thanks for joining tonight, man.
Yeah.
If you missed last week's show, we were talking about the PLE that just happened. It was but join Degeneration Fett and catch up on that. We like our best and favorite novella that is out there, and that is the WWE of Raw and SmackDown, and then their pay-per-views that we have. Anybody who couldn't hop in loves to come in and join the show. Man, Wrestling Hound is always here, and Grumps was able to make this one. We had Rick Dawn for a little while before he left, and who was it? Rick, Grumps. Who am I missing? Was that it? Was it just the four of us last week?
I think so.
I think so. So we'll have to see. Because every month they have one. So as soon as they have a pay-per-view, if you are into the WWE scene, that's when we talk about it. So, yeah. Marcus, how was your week? How are you? What's been going on? You weren't here last week either.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It's just I'm not too well versed in wrestling.
Of course.
Of course. Good. The season of the Ween is upon us.
Yes.
But to celebrate, I got something a while ago. I will say, like, even though I hate it when all these stores and businesses have like the holiday stuff a little too early, I think Halloween is one where I'm not too upset about because I got a little cauldron.
Nice.
I never buy anything Halloween related because, you know, like I said, I grew up in a Christian household, so we didn't really celebrate Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But this is kind of like healing my inner child, if anything. And also, I got it specifically for this. It's Charlie. The raccoon.
There you go. For the month of October, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, man. My parents used to go off. They killed it during Halloween. And like when I took over family stuff at one time with the kids and everything, I could just never get to that level of Halloween that my mom and dad used to do. Like that was their title. So then it was just more of taking the kids out. You know, and times change. Halloween parties got less and less, and more people just started back to trick-or-treating and like that. But my mom and dad's house was the place to go, man. And we had huge parties. At one time, my dad even had a real coffin outside with the mannequin in it. Yeah, we, you know, now that I say this out loud and everybody's like, well, there you go, Ernie, duh. We used to live behind a, what do you call it, where you go to view the bodies of people who are dead, you know, like so you just died. So go to, you know, desert.
Not a cemetery, right? Or
it's not
memorial?
A cemetery. It's the place where you go. It's a viewing, like the casket's there. Then you guys drive from that place. Then you go to the cemetery.
Oh, great. Now
Yeah,
I'm drawing.
the mortuary. Yeah, everybody say mortuary, funeral home, like that. That is literally behind us on Main Street where I lived with my parents. So yeah, that might explain a lot of my hauntings and where it is. But it's still there to this day. I mean, my parents still live in the same house. So that's, you know, that was back there. My dad talked to the dude for the month of October, man. We had a real casket in the front yard with a dummy in it. Everybody was tripped out. So yeah, like I said, I could never top that, but Halloween was always fun for us. But in these months, I don't know, like these type of stories come out. And like I said, if you've ever watched the channel or any show that I've been on, then you know it. I'll just briefly go through it after we check in with the Federation, and we'll get started. Sound good, Marcus? Are we missing anything? You know, there's always some type of entertainment going on or something like that. I mean, we are in the month. You said Scream has a new trailer, right?
Yes, Scream 7. Oh, no, not a trailer, but some news came out.
What's up?
So earlier this morning, all the social media pages, Scream has uploaded a new logo as well as a release date of February 27th, 2026. And some of the things that we know so far is that Neve Campbell will be returning after her absence in Scream 6, the previous film, due to a salary dispute. And some other actors that will be returning are Courtney Cox, Mason Gooding, and Jasmine Savoy Brown, reprising their roles as Gail Weathers, Chad and Mindy Meeks Martin. The only actors that will not be returning are Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, due to controversies, and in Jenna Ortega's case, it is a conflict of scheduling. I think, yeah, because I think, what was it, like season 3 of Wednesday just came out, or was it season 2?
No, season 2.
Right, season 2.
Yeah.
So I think that's part.
And they split it.
Reason why
Netflix is doing this thing of splitting seasons now. So they show you a little bit, and then they'll give you, you know, a couple months off, and then it's there. So yeah.
A quick tangent. Recently, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but speaking of Netflix, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein trailer came out recently with Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, and Jacob Elordi.
Really? That's the one that Mikey went to, the Figure Report, and got to go with them and everything. That's cool. So that trailer dropped.
That one.
Oh, we're gonna have to watch that then, and go through that. We'll talk about it for next week's show. After this, maybe I'll try and put a link in my stories and go check that out and go support Oscar Isaacs and his new one. I'm sure it's going to be a great film, so we gotta check that out for sure. But yeah, all right, man, cool. Let me say what's up to the chat. We got Mark Roses here. Moocher is right there. What's up? I saw him earlier. We have Zap, who gave us a very generous super chat of $20. Thank you very much, Zap. Love you, man. I appreciate that. Rick Jones, what's up, Peeves? What's up, Rick? We got Doombot 9000. It's spooky time. That's right. We're going to get into all the stories. Matt Logic, this man is a beast. He's my favorite person today. Thank you, Matt. I greatly appreciate it. Knocking out some of my list. This guy was awesome. And I'll tell you what happens later. Savage Saint, evening, people. What's up, Savage? How are you? Sato1414, what's up? John to the Ross, yo. It was a fisheye lens, or no, it wasn't, Mooch. He will try and live by that. He's talking about the video that we should have basically went viral for, that Jesser brought over. It was Jesse's video. Full skinwalker, or at least an entity, was caught at the end of the video. Moocher still says it was dust and a fisheye lens. He's in denial. This is the dude who lives in the hills, has eyes, and doesn't want to admit it. But whatever, Mooch. I still love you.
How some people like Moocher or Cheney, they will be thrown across a room by a ghost.
Yeah.
And they'll say, man, that wind really violent.
For really sure. Absolutely. Stormfire Blizzard, what's up, man? Green salutations, Fett. How are you? Lago is here. What's up, Lago? Man, that's a nice shirt. Dude, I love their shirts. Like I said, I got the Incredibles one. I have the mall just complimented on. This weekend, I got to see the Jack and Sally. I was so disappointed I didn't order those, but I do have stuff on the way, so I'll be showing that off. Why I didn't get the Jack one, but I saw it, and then I saw the Tower of Terror one, and that was just fantastic. Like I said, the shirts are dope. Scariest thing about this month is the amount of pre-orders hitting. You are not lying. It sucks. I've actually had to cancel like 2 of them because of all the other ones that hit. I just don't have the funds right now for it. Literally, it's hitting. And like, when did one action figure after shipping and taxes go to 75 now? We are now at import figures. I get it. It's a great fucking fantastic figure. I got to hold off. I can't be throwing out another 75 on top of everything that is I already paid for and is coming in right now. Moocher, I'm serious, man. I need you over here we can go through this. Moocher's able to stay on top of it with Sarlacc Digest. And if you watch over there, him and Scott really have it dialed in with the graphics and everything that's going on and all of the new stuff. I need that now. Over here, Mooch. Let's set up a pizza lunch and we can go over everything, brother. Sonic, there you are. What I miss. I need you to send your newest stories to me so we can go over them. We'll hit it up next week on next week's episode, sir. Let's do that. Yoko here. No, Yoko is not here right now. Yoko is also on a hiatus right now. She was trying to finish her Japan vlog, which she finished. So go over there and check that out. Get those watch hours up. Hit the thumbs up and drop a comment because it helps the algorithm and how everything goes. Grumps, what's up? Grumps was here last week. How you doing, man? I hope your week was good. Ernie, did you get payoff? Did you get to pay off the Galactic Hunter? Yes. Mine is set to arrive tomorrow. Oh, I haven't even checked shipping. I can't wait to check it out. Thanks, Doombot. I did not. On Wednesdays, it's madness. I'm literally like running in, showering, and trying to get set up. And then I start late when they switch over the system or I'm trying to add stuff. And it doesn't work out. So I will check, man. But send me pictures then of yours tomorrow, and I'll let you know where mine is. Toy collectors, if you're wondering which one I'm talking about, I brought this up a couple of times. There was a bootleg Fett that's supposed to be like, I don't know what, Doombot, can we call it like a Mezco type version of Fett? They did the mall one, and nobody liked the mall, and I got kind of worried. So let's see what happens with Fett. Did they improve? Is it going to be nice? We'll have to break it down, and maybe I'll review it because I heard a lot of people who forgot about it and didn't get it. So let me know your thoughts, Doombot, and I will share them, and we'll try and make something happen. I'm one of the stars of Degeneration Fett. Yes, Grumps is. He was there last week. I have a new ghost story, I think, happened at another Ralph store I was stationed at for a little while. Send it, brother, so I can read it up. What's up, Renzi? Toy Renzi is in the house, up nerds. October 1st movie to kick it off, Dead Alive. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, Moocher, okay, here's the funny thing, and I've mentioned this before. Moocher used to have a whole horror podcast that was like super famous, and he acts like it wasn't, but this dude will not believe that there's an entity in my house. But he'll watch somebody get slain apart by a weird-looking creature that Moocher's like, yeah, that's pretty awesome, but can't believe my stories. That's this dude. And yeah, so he's watching Dead Alive. Everyone should hit up Hobby Lobbies because they have Christmas stuff up and a lot of Christmas tree ornaments. I love it. This is also the time for it, Sonic. Great point. Yeah, the mortuary is what I was trying to say, or a funeral home. Rick Jones says the crematorium. No, thank God. I would probably be worse off and not here like I am talking about everything all the time. Ortega dance card is full. She's red hot. Rick Jones ain't lying right there. Frankenstein should be a good one. I think so too, Doombot. I agree. Let's show the love and support. Go, hit the thumbs up on the trailer because all that shit matters nowadays. I mean, before where it was just like a trailer. But if they see the trailer bomb, they're already in this like, oh my God, we're gonna do bad. Like it's so crazy now. Just because
they're gonna be in damage control.
Yeah, exactly.
Poorly.
Yeah, and word's gonna. Well, did you see the trailer? It had only 10 thumbs up. I'm not gonna watch it.
I mean, I think it looks great.
Stupid shit like that. Rick's also excited about Frankenstein. Let's see. One of my best trick-or-treat memories was seeing my cousins put on a luchador mask and wrestled in the middle of the street. It's fucking awesome. All my luchador masks are too tight now. I need to get a new one. LAPD came around the corner and shined their spotlight on them and just watched. Oh my God. So they had a full-on match with lights. That's great. They said it was hilarious, but stay safe. Oh, that's awesome. You got it, sir. Thank you. I'm white, Ernie. I look at bleeding walls and laugh. Yeah. See? And Moocher will still, like you said, Well, like you said, right, Mario, he will come up with an excuse of, you know what, I think that's jam. I think in 87, somebody left a bottle of strawberry jam back there. Moocher would even go as far as
Yeah,
tasting
he'll look
it.
at
Look at him.
he'll look at a
Yeah, it's
wall that
strawberry.
he'll look at a wall with like bloody words that say like "you're next," and he'll say,
Yeah.
"Man, this wallpaper,
Yeah.
the chartreuse is really killing the vibe."
For sure. Rick Jones says, yeah, you're all lucky if you never lived in a haunted house. It can suck. It does. I've learned to adapt. My grandma taught a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of catching up for those who are new to the channel to see this. Bastille Inc. Where do I send my ghost video? Just send it, DM me on Instagram, because the ones that I'm going to show tonight are just Instagram stories from all over. It's a good way to kick off, and then it helps people who want to share and be like, okay, Sonic was like that. Like, I'm full on serious. I'm not making fun of it. I'm not going to make fun of you. There are going to be the Federation who want to debunk. That's fine, though. That's their opinion. I'm full into it. I will be right there with you. I've had hauntings, like we'll talk about, and I will, I'm not here to make fun of you. I do want to share it. So, yeah. Oh, what's up? There's Mikey right there, the figure report. We talking Frankenstein? Yeah, man, we got to watch that trailer and support, just like I said. If you want to, this is also up in his stories. You can see his day that he went through in the interviews and everything. It's pretty comical and hilarious. I think you did a wonderful job, Mikey, as well. Did Ernie order the Ghostbusters HasLab that's getting ready to ship out now? No, I did not. I just don't have room for it, but I've made my case. There are so many great Ghostbuster fans out there who don't get a lot of stuff. I'm happy when this goes for them and that they're able to obtain all this stuff. So I bet you they're just super thrilled. I bet you are. So it's gonna be cool. Paul gets them and everything. He has, the full suit. He has different of the photon packs as well too. And so I know he'll probably be super excited about it as well. And he'll probably be showing it off one of his Sundays that he has able to do so. He's on Sunday nights. He's also been venturing in other shows. A link is right down below for Bitter Asian Dude Inc. on YouTube. He usually comes on Sunday at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for us in the basement, and he will, talk about it. So I'm sure it's probably coming up if he doesn't already have it planned. Frankenstein trailer looks fantastic. Rick likes it. Of course, figure report. And we already hit up Hidden Temple Toys too. They moved. They are over there. They got it going. Like I said, all the links are below in the comments, so go over there. All right, now that we checked in with everybody, everybody's doing well. We do have a full house here tonight. So just a little catch up, like I was saying, not here to make fun of it or anything. I fully believe in it. I have been haunted for a very long time, and it doesn't go away. There's been times where people will argue and say, no, that wasn't real, but we've caught stuff on camera. I'm used to it, but I still get surprised, as I just was the other night. And I will share that soon. From being a kid at that house of my mom and dad's to my grandma telling me I was special. And then to, yeah, I'm definitely special. And then to moving into my own apartments and homes and just stuff happening. The ex fully believed it. And then it was just like a part of life. Corinne had to be brought into it and is like, oh, okay, this shit is real. And we've shared many a story, and then the Federation started sending stories, and I'll read your story.
So what you're saying is that anyone that you interact with, it rubs off onto them, because I think the ghost story with YOKO is kind of like more of a recent thing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just keeping my eye open in case if anything happens to me.
So
and also like Machi Toy with the 2 black vans too.
My grandma will remind me to hit up each one of those. My grandma had told me I was basically like one of those doorways type thing, for people and like that. That just freaks me out though. So I never fully embrace it in that sense. And you can hold it off at that point, right? And which I do. But you're absolutely right. It does rub off because then, like non-believers. So here is Moocher. And this was one that we couldn't explain. I've heard a growl at Ernie's house when recording the Starlight Digest. We went into full ghost hunters mode, everybody. And at the end, we couldn't explain it, and we finally left, and I was like, okay, that was cool. Yeah, see, look, Moocher says Ernie, yes, is haunted. Yeah, so there was a growl during recording. We tried to find it, and the funniest part about that one, and Moocher, oh my God, I tell this story all the fucking time, dude, because it's one of the best, was everybody ignored it, so I ignored it. Like, it was a full-on, just like out of the corner, and I was like, okay. But then, right, like I said, you're kind of used to it. It was the first growl I ever heard, though, in that sense, like demon-wise. And I was like a little freaked, but then everybody just goes on talking. And I was like, okay, was I the only one who heard that? Now I'm a little freaked, right? We're in the living room, we're doing it, and then all of a sudden, finally, Mike says, is nobody going to talk about the fucking growl that was here? And then everybody was like, oh, yeah, what was that? And then, yeah, like Moocher said, it was one of the funniest because we went on the full in Ghost Hunters mode. And I showed them, you know, the best one was, you know, looking on security cameras in that room that we were in. It looks like a light's on, but there is no light source to be found there. So they kept running up and down the stairs, trying to debunk it and everything. And I was just waiting. I was like, go ahead. This is fun. Let's do it. So, yeah, it was, yeah. Was your stubborn growling? Nah, it was crazy. On a Fett, onto it for the dead. Yeah. Look at Ernie's TV glowing. Yep. Yeah, but it wasn't on, though. He tried everything, going back and forth. It was great. It was a great time. So, yeah, with my grandma telling that, like I said, you know, I just fully embraced it, and dreams and the shadow people that I see. Like, folks, I see it all. Believe me if you want to, you know, that's your opinion or whatever. Go in the past shows. I've done this for a long time. Like I said, you know, Moocher's a great friend, and we go back and forth, and I'm able to joke about it. But he knows I do believe in this stuff and what I say and what I see and everything like that. The video, I did find a video tonight that really shows off a good shadow person on how I see shadow people that I've talked about before. And I was like, ooh, that's a good one. I got to share that. And then, like I said, other people have come out who are part of the Federation and shared their stories. I've had some great ones who are just not ready for me to share it with everybody else. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, hopefully soon, because all I'm going to do is read your story. So if you want to share your experience, let me know. I'll read it. We can keep it anonymous, or you can say who it is. So, yes, Sonic has also had some hauntings during his workplace, and those were great stories. And so he's going to share more. And then, like I said, I've been full into it forever. And then just recently, though, was the first time, Marcus, just the other night, my shirt was tugged. My shirt was tugged down. Like if a child was trying to get my attention. I was just standing there literally talking to Corinne, and all of a sudden I just felt it out of nowhere. My hair went immediately up. It's going up again right now.
Your hair.
And I looked down, the hair like all over my body, like goosebumps. All look at my hair is like, yeah, like fully standing up right now. And I was expecting the way that it was like a little kid was there. And it's always been a kid. I've talked about that one that's followed me, but this one was new, like little. Because the other ones are
creepy though.
It was because it was a full on tug. And she's like, what? She always knows my look because I'll just freeze. You know, I'm very animated. I'm a loud talker. We were talking and then I just immediately froze, went into the look, and I was like, okay, that's new. Because we've had chairs move. We've had, you know, cabinets and all of that good stuff, right? But this is the first time physically on me to feel my shirt being tugged at. Then when I said that, she's like, it touched you, didn't it? And I was like, oh, God. I was like, what happened? So then I asked her, and she said she was there crafting, getting ready for the show, and it tapped her from the back. And there's no way. She's in a corner. We have everything. You know, we're in this tiny house now, and there is no room. So it wasn't anything like that. She was tapped. She just went on and just was like, what do you need? Then Riley came running out and was like, oh, my, it's bullshit. I guess Riley last week, it pulled Riley's hair. Like literally she saw her hair go like that. And she was like, leave me alone. And I was like, okay. So you guys didn't want to tell me this? And they were like, no, of course not. So that was the most recent one, but that was very different because it's never been like that. Like I said, they can run around the house. They can turn on and off lights and do stuff like, okay,
You
But this one is like,
mentioned-
huh? You just
I
Charlie
remember
right
you
now.
mentioning that. I'm so sorry. It's my internet connection.
No, it's okay.
But I remember you mentioning that like Corinne, I think one time a ghost, like inappropriately touched her.
That was the
Was that
table.
in the same house or?
No. That was the old house. That was the table. That was the table that we had gotten. She went to go sit down. That was when the chairs were moving. So we've talked about the
Okay.
table. The table before was I came home one day. We had all the kids there. It was in our first Brady Bunch stage. So we needed a big table. I came home. There was a big table. But then all of a sudden, I would come off of call at night, try and grab a bowl of cereal, and the chair next to me would pull out. And you hear it against the floor. They were wood chairs. I'm like,
Right.
oh, okay. And so then it got just a little worse with like stuff moving and everything. And then, yes, she went to go sit down one time and she felt it like basically something rub against her butt, literally. Like if it was an arm or something, that freaked her out. I'm not sitting there, and she's like, we need to get rid of this damn thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's a little too much. And then as we're talking, she told me it came for free from a Mexican home. And I was like, there it is. Like, why did you not tell me this from the beginning? Because I'm sorry, lots of Hispanic families believe in this, have hauntings, light candles, have brujas, like everything, right? And I was like, this nice ass table, this big ass, they just gave you for free. It was just out there. Like, did you not think anything of that, right? And so we did the same thing. And I'm sorry to whoever got the table because we literally then put it outside and put a free sign on it. And it was gone by the night. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but now it's your turn. Because I knew there was just something up with that table. And then all of that has subsided. So I've talked about this before, like the rules that my grandma taught me, are you not supposed to talk to it? Yeah, because you don't give it energy but like I said, the difference with this one, Renzi, is you're not supposed to, unless you feel something bad. If you want it to go away, you're supposed to look, please, no, stop. I can't help you. There's something wrong, in that fact, if it's doing it. At this though, Rensu, I could tell that it was a little child. Though, like I said, the way the pool was, right? Like I've had 4 kids. That tug of the shirt. It's very specific. Any parent will know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's that little kid tug. And that's what it was. So that's why I was like, oh, is there something wrong? And I wanted to. And especially when I heard that it went to Corinne and then Riley pulling her hair, very mischievous, right? So there's something up. I don't need you further or me upsetting a child, especially if it interacts and there's something wrong where they're not understanding what's going on. And that's why they become mischievous and do stuff like that. But it can worsen because little kids throw a fit, right? So it can really get bad. So that's why you want to, hey, there's something wrong. You don't belong here, blah, blah, blah. Never get angry at them. You cannot get angry at them. That turns out bad. Rick Jones says, run away, run away, run away. I've heard that saying. Wait, so you just let someone else take it in the entity? Yes. I've admitted this before, Doombot. Fuck that table because, there was something wrong with that table. The same thing is the table was there during the Sarlacc growl too. And like I said, I'd never heard it before. So it could have been the whole table pissed off that all of us are loud. We're a very loud group, especially when we're recording, and that's what we were doing. It seemed upset, and I do want to make that known. That table was there during that time. Sonic says, oh, okay, so I'll get into this real quick, but yeah, so that's been the latest, and it's always been, running around the house. Corinne and Riley can see you always feel like something moving past you. A good one is I have motion lights here in the house, and those will go on directly in the way of a walk. They don't go on separately or anything, but they go doot, 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 doot. And I'm like, okay, all right, just walk walking around the house. The ones at the old house were two kids, and they used to love to play when the kids were gone, and they would play upstairs.
I remember you saying like you would ask them not to touch your toys, and that's it.
Absolutely.
Everything was like free game, just not the toys.
They never bothered us at all. They were playing around. They were that. I talked about this as well too. My friend Rich, God, I miss El Sinestro. His belief in ghosts and spirits is timeline. Is this multiverse. He fully believes it is going on for them and theirs, and somehow we're crossing. That's what makes it like ghosts, right? Children brains are different as they grow up and can see things and like that. So maybe on that level of a multiverse, they're crossing through both. So those kids are at that house playing, but they're in my universe right now in a different entity that I can hear them running and playing. So, you know, as we may be voices to them, right? Like, ooh, I heard a really fat man's voice come at me and tell me don't touch his toys, you know, like that. So that's what I'm saying. And I love that theory because that kind of makes sense on ghosts from different time periods, right? Where you have them, oh, they were dressed still in you know, war clothes or stuff like that. That was his theory. It was a great theory, and that's what he was into all the time. My grandma was always spirits who have not moved on and are just there. Either they don't want to move on or they have no clue that they moved on. So especially kids when something has happened. The ones at my mom and dad's from there were really creepy and scary. Like I said, living behind the mortuary. Only sometimes was it family. And other than that, I didn't like the ones at mom and dad's house. Then apartment wise, those were just like knocks and knocking and stuff. Then moving into the house was the really bad ones and, you know, stuff moving like that. But then the kids were there and just allowing the kids to run around and play and not say nothing that was like their turf. So it was okay. They had games that they did, you know, that I've talked about before. But then other times, you know, during a stream, something would snap at me or fall, scare the complete absolute shit out of me. That was funny. And everybody was like, oh, you set that up. Oh, okay. All right, sure. That's what you want to say. We're going to go with that. Right. So yeah, that's what I have. That's the latest one. Before that, when we moved into this new home, like I said, I got a bunch of touch lamps and everything. You had to go smaller, less plugs here in the house. So touch lamps and everything was very easy to go ahead and use on an extension cord in a single plug. So we had those, but the lights go on and off and still to this day. And the funny thing is, Marcus, is it will go on and off when I really have an attitude or like I had a bad day, right? Like just, I don't know, like they know. So to test you, you know, and it goes on literally middle of the night. And I'm like, I will say like, dude, not in the mood, not tonight. No.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
So with the old house, do you know if the current people living there, are they also experiencing?
I only talked to them for a while. I haven't heard from them. Of course, you don't say that or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to them. I feel it's the person. That's what my grandma always taught me. Like she said, I was a special person, and you know, like my dreams and the deja vu that I have and the way everything is. I think if you let it could. I think they're all around or whatever this is that's happening, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends on, I believe, the person. Sometimes when you see something or it's unexplained or anything, and who knows, you may not even know. I mean, how many stories are out there of the person of somebody talking and then they're like, what are you talking about? You know, you're describing that person who died 10 years ago, but yet again, and then that comes back to a great theory of riches of cross universes, right? You were talking to each other for some reason, but yeah, they're gone from here now, but in theirs, they were fine. And hey, they were talking to you, right? So I know we have the comments right now going on and we're going to catch up with that, but, where was I? That's what we have. And that's, you know, what I have going on. Oh, the touch lamps. That's what I was saying. The touch lamps and lights going on and off, the walking around the house. This one, I've never felt threatened. That's only a couple times. Then I've had to have my grandma come over, bless the house and do her thing. I never wanted to learn that stuff either. I feel like it's opening a door more, right? Where I'm at is good. Let me do that. That's it. And also recently, lots of stuff has come up missing. And
What do you mean by that?
so if you guys remember the story, at one time I ripped into it and I lost a GI Joe gun at the old house, never to be found again. I mean, that was another time. And then I found this in this room. I've never found that gun again when I ripped into it in this room. And this room has been moved many a times. I just did it recently again with cleaning up and reorganizing. Still no gun. It makes us laugh. Riley even says, "Do you think we'll find the gun this time?" I'm like, no, that thing's gone. But recently it's been stuff that we need that maybe we have laid down somewhere and it's gone. And it's like, didn't I just put that here? Again, this makes me now, with the tugging on the shirt, go back to whatever child has showed up here, you know, hiding stuff and playing. So Corinne actually was upset one time and came up with, look, can I just have my stuff back? And I had told her that that's what I had like learned, you know, not get angry or mad or anything. And it showed up, and it's been happening to where I'm like everything. And I'll just say, can you stop? I need it back. I want it back. You walk away, and I swear to God, either an hour later or the next day, there it is. And I'm like, no way.
Did you ask for the gun back?
No, never, never. I think that was too long ago. This is all like recent stuff. So throwing in a person at work where you say, does this rub off? This person at work, I tell my stories all to immediately so that one, I don't forget, he can remind me. But he is full belief that yes, it rubs off, because then he has had stuff happen that I've helped him with and talked him with through. But now recently he has had stuff missing. And so he literally just immediately went to, can I have my stuff back? And it showed up. It was there the next morning, right exactly where he had known that he had said it. And then it was there, and he was pissed. He was like, God damn you, Ernie. Why do you do that? Like, and I was like, dude, it's not my fault, bro. I'm so sorry. But at least it's working. You're getting your stuff back. And he has tested my stuff like Moocher does more than once to be like, oh, okay. So this one's full on working for him. And he is just like blown away as far as why and how the hell does that work? So yeah, it's pretty funny. But that's where we're at right now with what's everything that's going on here. We're going to get into some stories, and then I want to show you like exactly what, you know, me and Dario see around the internet. Dario's had hauntings too. Oh, Dario's was crazy. Dario found a freaking headstone in his yard.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that one.
What? Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in that hell for so long, and then everything, and then all of a sudden he finds a fucking headstone in the yard. Are you serious? There we go. That's the answer. Yeah. Okay, so Sonic says, I remember when I was a kid, an old lady passed away down the street. I heard neighbors saying that she can finally rest in peace because the old lady always complained about having rotten people approach her. She was a medium. She literally would see dead people. And yeah, see, that's what I don't want. So I'll stick with getting the chills, feeling stuff moving. I've never opened myself to allow that to happen because I really could not deal. You know what I'm saying? So the people who can, and they like help people. I know another dude who goes to somebody constantly, and we will have lunch just so I can hear his stories, because I love it in that sense. I will hear it. And there is stuff that has happened to this person where he knows there is no trickery in words. There is no looking up him on the internet. It is all personal. It is all recent. And he's fully into it, and he goes to him for help on questions. And it's pretty funny. The funniest one was, you know, there was one where he got wrong because he kept saying a gold blanket, and he was like, so that's just weird because I don't. And his family that was there with him was literally like, what are you talking about? That's the gold blanket on your bed. Well, now all this time he never knew. At this time he has a slight color blindness and never knew that blanket was gold. So it was full on still true. his story, what had happened, and how he took it, and what he was supposed to do, and everything. He was literally like, "Oh, that's so weird because I don't have a gold blanket," and he was sitting on his bed all this time, but he never knew he had slight color blindness all this time, and didn't know that that was gold. I was like, dude, that is so awesome. That was a great story. Rick says, during the pandemic, I lived in a place with a tapping, knocking, rapping type ghost. It knocked over figures a lot too. Mine do too. That's why I shove them in. That's why I use Tashi Station Emporium stands. Because of that. They constantly do. As I've done this already, I have 3 that I just keep rearranging. One has been a constant, and so I've left it on the ground, and the other one stopped falling. So I kind of like, as I tell my friend, for those of who want to listen and may have experienced this type of stuff, my grandma always taught me that they were here for something, right? For like a reason, they don't know or something. They're just like trying to get help with something. So if they repeatedly keep doing something, you can kind of put puzzles together. So it's like these 3 figures kept knocking down and knocking down. I'd put it up, and the one was constant. Now that I've left the one down on the floor, knocked over, I haven't had the other ones fall. And I've like stood there and shake. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I deduced the problem. Like, why do these 3 figures keep falling? And like I said, now I left the one there and the other 2 are cool. So yeah, I've had the tapping in my apartment. And Rick, it's so fucking annoying, isn't it? Oh my God, that's his next comment. It knocks so much. Yeah, this one was, I don't know where yours was, but you can specifically hear it knock, right? And so mine was at the top by the roof. Like the trim of the top of your wall following underneath the corners of the roof, and it would go all the way around, Marcus. So all you would hear is like one side, and it'd go back and forth a couple times, and it was annoying because then it would happen like at night too. Oh, it was just so weird. Renzi says, crossing the streams. Imagine they're hearing you guys now. Yeah, I do. Podcasting ghosts. Yeah. If you listen close enough, you'll hear the fat man talk about ghosts. It's really weird. Not timelines to be exact, more like memories stuck in a loop. It's called residual hauntings. Best example, seeing ghosts of soldiers run up and down the fields during the Civil War. Yes. There is that as well too. Yeah, totally believe in that one.
On a
where they're redoing like their war part, but on other ones where they're talking and walking, like they don't have an idea of what's going on or they find it weird, right? What'd you say?
I was gonna say, on a lighter note, this kind of reminds me of a meme about like, how come we always hear about ghosts from the 17th or 18th century, but we never hear ghosts about like the 2000s? Like, imagine a ghost saying, "Is Britney bitch?" in your ear. I love that. Yeah.
Or just a ghost that goes around instead of like saying something, bruh. Oh, man, annoying ass ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic, I love that explanation too. So it's best not to meet Bernesto, huh? No, Renzi, it's like it depends on you. Like I said, that person who I was talking about, we talk about this type of stuff all the time, and he's had stuff happen before that he asked me questions. So I feel that now that I have opened him up more, well, then they're like, oh, I can do it to him too now because he knows, right? It was loud pops for Rick by my bed. That sucks. This knocking for me was out in the hallway and around the kitchen. So it wasn't the bedroom. So that was cool. The bedroom for me all the time is why I have so many fans and noise. Cheney and them talk about it. Yes, I'm very serious that I'm hot, but I also like to drown out noise really bad. Like these fans that I have around the house are huge. They're like garage industrial fans, and they are there for the noise because my ears ring a lot, and they pick up creaks very bad. Like I can hear, I can't hear well from DJing and like that because I've always tried to block out noise, but like you can hear stuff. So yeah, I always constantly have the fan. So as far as in my room, what was always wrong was something walking in front of the fan. And I've tried to explain that to people all the time. That's the best way, is because if you ever had a fan in your room, you know that if you're laying down and somebody walks in front of it, it stops the airflow and the noise really dies down. It goes a lot lower. You know somebody walked in the room. Again, I feel like if you've had kids at one point, that was kind of also a mechanism to wake up because they've walked in your room. Mom, I'm sick. I don't feel good. Anything like that, right? So there was many a time where I sat up looking for one of my kids, but nobody was there. But yet the fans constantly here will go off. So I have one here in the room so that, you know, I can hear something in the small room. I have one in the living room. I have one in my room. The one in the living room will go off and I'll start talking to my honey because I think it's Corinne. And as she doesn't answer, I can turn around and look and there's
no one's there.
Yeah, she's not there. But yet the fan, like I said, the best way is ooh, ooh. That's what it is, right? Somebody walked in front of the fan. So yeah, that's my bedroom antics, is somebody always walking there. Unfortunately, Corinne has had one lean on the bed before, where you could see the bed go down. Your comforter, you know, makes an indentation, right? If you have the covers pulled up tight and somebody were to come over and put
like you
their
see
arm or hand down,
yeah,
you can you get the indentation and the pull down. So she's had that. She's like, no. Yeah. So Dumont says every once in a while I'll hear a thump like something fell, but never find anything when I go to investigate. That's this house all the time. I'll have to tell Riley what fell. She comes back, nothing. And it will sound like a full-on bump crash. I'm with you. I'm pretty sure things have happened to Yoko and Cheney, but they just ignored it. Well, no. Sonic, Yoko, like Marcus brought up, Yoko had started asking questions about certain things. Cheney, on the other hand, I've never had him ask about anything, so I don't know if maybe something weird has finally happened to Cheney. If you have animals, it's very weird to feel something because I feel they go more to the animal. So I'm allergic to all animals. I'm deathly allergic to cats. I'm allergic to dogs. So none of that has been able to help me because I think I even have a video where, you know, they show cats don't give a damn, but dogs will bark and sit up and stare in something that's not there. That's also a good one to have around, you know, as a dog if you feel like there's a problem. I can't have that, so hence the fans and learning how to do this stuff. But Cheney does have dogs, and they're around him constantly. So I would honestly not think so. And I've been to Cheney's house, and I've never felt that way. I'll be completely honest with you. I've been to some house where I do feel weird, or you do feel something. We've gotten into talking about Disneyland because I love Disneyland. There's videos of where you can see Walt walking around. Certain rides, I have felt something, and you look it up, and somebody has passed away on that ride at that certain point.
The amount of stories of people like spreading their loved ones' ashes at like Disney World or Disneyland, like you can imagine.
Oh my God, yes, it is so bad. Well, here's the thing about ashes. If you really got into it, the horrible thing, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to piss anybody off or anything, but I've been told that at a crematorium, it just happens. And are you really getting your loved one? You may be getting a little bit of your loved one and maybe a little bit of somebody else, is what I've been honestly, it is fucked up. It is what I've been honestly told. So who knows what you're spreading or what you have there, right? Because different things can happen around you that you've never had. Oh, I have one all the time of, I don't smoke. Barely anybody in my house smoked at all like that. You know, there was uncles and like that, but at times I can smell smoke heavily. Like if somebody just lit a cigarette and blew it right at me, like here in the room, you know, and then my hair stands up and I'm like fully into it. I'm just like, okay, you've seen me cough before. It's literally just like dirty ass cigarette. And somebody just took a big old puff. So I think there's that. If we go back to it, like we said, Yoko has had questions before and stuff going on at her house. But Cheney has dogs. I've never felt anything at Cheney's house. And there's just other people homes who you just feel uncomfortable, or I see lots of shadow people. Shadow people are, I'm going to show you a video. This is the best one to show a shadow people. It could be light. It could be in all black, like a shadow. That's where it kind of goes from. I've always called them that. I don't know if there is a certain term for them, but like when I drive at night, I do hit my brakes a lot because it looks like somebody's running across the street. And then, you know, from the X to Corinne, a lot of the times it was like, what are you doing? Why did you just break out of nowhere? Well, because I saw somebody running across the street, full on figure, like, oh shit. And yeah, so that happens a lot. But then you see them, you know, cross you, walk by different places,
Right.
you know, toy hunting in the stores. If I'm walking towards the end of the aisle and I'm looking at one and I can see, you know, where it looks like somebody walks by the aisle and I'm turning the aisle too. And as you turn, they're not there. Like, just not there. Oh, okay. So that's what I say when I say shadow people. And for me at night, it's a lot worse. It seems like once it goes full on nighttime, not dusk or anything, I mean full on like 8, 9 o'clock, no street lights, it's really bad. I've always hated that. I do not like the dark. The dark to me is very overwhelming. It feels like that. I always have to have a night light, some type of source of light or something, because if it's full on pitch black, like a hotel room or, you know, visiting somebody's house or something like that, I'm literally that kid running, shutting off the light and jumping in bed, because to me, it just feels like you can see shadows rise from the bottom and engulf the room and close and then stop. And now I'm just in pure black of just like a feeling like, okay, this isn't cool, you know? So I will always have a light.
Of like shadow people.
Mhm.
I realized I haven't had like sleep paralysis in a while.
Uh-huh.
I might have it sometime this week just by talking about it.
I know. Sorry. Yeah. I'm already gonna say sorry. Look,
Whoops.
Sonic says Marcus looks nervous. Yeah, I love it though, because Marcus always brings up good questions about it. Like, or he reminds me of, well, didn't this one time, just like Renzi does, you know, he says, well, didn't you say? You guys remember more shit than I do because I honestly block it out. My memory is horrible. Like I know I do it on purpose. For reals. What's up, Bender Shadow? Welcome to the show. Sonic says, I'm going to try and get to that shadow one. I'll just read this one. Sonic says, my mother passed away in the apartment that I live in right now. When my mom was still here, nothing never happened. Since my mother passed away, every now and then I hear noises in the kitchen, moving plates, tapping, shuffling. A few times my cat is on me and he just stares towards the kitchen doorway. I always say it was my mother passing by. I would say, yeah, that gave me chills reading it. For reals. The smelling of smoke, I always say hi to my uncle. I do. When I really have had a bad day and I kind of feel all of a sudden like this overwhelming comfort, I will say, thanks, Grandma. Or for some reason, all the time, she loved hummingbirds, and I will see a damn hummingbird out of nowhere fly by or be right there. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, that type of shit. You can totally explain however that you want, but that's what I see. But Sonic, I would just try at least once. Hi, Mom. Miss you. Whatever it may be. You know, say something nice and just go on about it. Don't make attention to it, or don't, you know, just a friendly hello. When I was smelling the smoke, my uncle was a heavy smoker, and I would say, hey, what's up? Although this is going to be weird, is I never felt like it was my uncle, like even though the cigarette smoke, you know, but that's who I knew as a smoker, and he had just passed, and that's when it started. But then also I had to ask Corinne about her dad and found out, yeah, that he was, and that Corinne was feeling a certain type of way about her dad during that moment. And I was like, oh, there you go. Yeah. Talk out loud to your dad the next time that you're feeling something. So as to you, Sonic, talk out loud to your mom at one time. Nothing mean, just a hello. You know, of course it might be. I don't, no personal things or anything or overwhelming, but just it's always like I say, you don't talk meanly, you don't talk scared. Literally, you're just talking out loud, like, hey mom, how are you? Like that. And that's what I do here. Like the thing, can I please have my stuff back? I really, really need those keys. Would love to find the house keys. And boom, there they are on the counter in the morning. Like, oh, all right, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna find the video of the shadow one that I had. My aunts and uncles, my mother's siblings, they tell me that mom passes by to visit them because out of nowhere they smell a type of flowery rose perfume, which is what my mom would always wear. Yes, like I said, loved ones can visit all the time. Man, when my cousin passed away in his accident, it was really bad. I was seeing him everywhere. Everywhere I was seeing him. But for some reason, he would never look at me. His back was turned. So I would just talk out loud, literally, to him, and just say how hurt the family was and how much I missed him and everything like that. My kids missed him, and that one was quite a long time, but with weird situations. So, like I said, oh, is that my mom? Whether you believe or not, or you start believing. Like I said, just say something. They that's all they could want too. They may know what's going on and have stopped to visit and wondering what's going on or what there is. And so just say what's up, say hi, tell them you love them, you miss them, and like that. You know what, Mario, is the same thing as when you go visit somebody's burial ground, wherever they were buried or anything at the cemetery. People like to sit there and talk. It's the same thing, the same exact thing that would happen there. Yeah, great. Sonic always has great ones. Doombot sharing now too. So if you want to share, like I said, you can send a DM. We'll talk about it next week. I'm gonna get into this. Fucking Diggs. A very belated happy birthday to Diggs Figs. I don't remember if I ever told you, but I just remember when I saw your name right now. I always get a warm, fuzzy Ernie feeling whenever I'm near a Ross. You bastard. If that ever happens, I will so knock down a whole row of toys at you at a Ross. And I swear to God, you better laugh and be like, all right, Ernie, you made your point. I swear I will make that happen, dude. If I go at some point and you are at a Ross, Diggs, I will get that shelf and fucking right in front of you. And you better acknowledge me. You better. Bastard. Every time I'm here at Ross. You're the best, Diggs. Oh, look at. I swear to God, you better. You better. Okay, let's see if I did this right, Marcus. If I can share what we got going on here. Let's see. The one that I have. Here we go. So this one right here. How do I mute? If I turn it on, can I hit mute? Do you hear anything or no?
I don't hear anything.
Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, so this should be on your screen. These are firefighters reporting to a fire.
Oh, geez.
This is the dude who's showing the video. Sorry. And just so I don't get in trouble or piss off people, I don't know this stuff. I found the videos and I have to share them. This is Redbeard TV IG, and he's telling the story. And as you can see it, so I'm away from the chat, Marcus. I can't see it. Basically, when we go back to it right now, they show up to this fire, and you can actually see two shadow people who are dressed in white. Immediately when they film the hallway, like what I see is you see one peek out, and then you see one come from the hallway and walk into the room that is on fire.
Oh.
Full shadow people.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Okay, here we go. I thought it was something with the window. It's not. The house is on fire. Now let's watch the hallway. Can you see my mouse on screen or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you see the shadow person walk by?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here goes. Did you see that one go into the room?
Oh, now he did. I didn't know that at first.
Where is the... Can I rewind this?
Oh, I don't
Or
think you can.
no, do
I
we
think
have
you
to wait?
pausing it. Yeah, I think
Damn
you have
it.
to wait.
Okay, so I was able to see it right now. Like, again, I'm on this page, so I can't see the chat. I can't see what we're streaming. Are we good?
Sonic said he thought it was Jesser. The guy
Oh,
kinda looked
who
like
was
him.
reporting it?
Yeah.
That's racist, Sonic. Oh. All right, here we go. It's going to show it again. Immediately, there's a shadow one that walks in the room that's at the end of the hallway, walks to the left. Then from that hallway, one walks into the room on fire on the right. It's smaller. The one that walks in the background is tall. Again, can you see my mouse?
Yes, we can see your
Oh,
mouse.
I'm going over his eye.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go.
The one time we can see
Here we
your
go.
mouse.
Here we go. It's going to be right here. It's going to walk by. Did you see it?
Yep.
And then watch this one come in the room. There it goes. Just walked into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
Yep.
Did everybody see it?
When I first saw this, I only saw the first shadow exiting. But when you mentioned the second one.
Yeah. So this was the best because this is finally like when I say shadow people and what I see happens, that's exactly what I see. So just like I said, I can walk into a room or in front of me in the car or whatever, and you saw that one walk by, like if somebody was in the hallway, that's what I see real quick. Shadow people. The one then is the one that's really decked out in white, fully walks out from that hallway and walks into the room on fire. Chat, can you see it or not? Marcus can. Let's go one more time. Let's see.
Are you able to take our screens out and just only on the Instagram?
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Can I pause? Oh, I can pause this. Okay, so right here, you can start to see a little bit of it. This is a dark shadow person that I see all the time. And what I'm outlining right here is the shoulder up to the head, down to shoulder, arm swinging. These are legs right here. He is walking to the left. And look, I already say he because it feels like a gentleman. So again, head, shoulders, arm here. Here's the legs, walking to the left. Let's see if you catch it. There it goes. It walked right back here. It was this tall. It was this tall. Pass it, and that's it. That is a shadow person to me. That is always what I see. Then from right here, smoke comes. Now, say what you will, but I believe one walks out of right here, out of the smoke, and you'll see it go right into the room that's on fire. Let me see if I can catch it and pause it. Right there. This is the arm. This is maybe a dress and a leg right here. They came out from right here and they walked right into the room. Can you see the arm, Marcus? Or no?
Yes. I saw the arm, but I didn't see a dress.
And there goes the leg in. I constantly keep seeing what was a dress. Like immediately, I thought that was a dude who walked in the background. And in this one, this looks like a girl and not a dress, like a skirt walking into the room. So we'll just show this one more time, and then I'll show you guys a couple other ones. You can debunk it as you will. Has anybody commented in the chat or no?
No, but there's one comment in the video that caught my attention.
What's that?
Someone said, well, in the Instagram video, someone said, been a firefighter for 29 years, nothing but normal fire movement with drafts, thermal layering, fire and products of, oh, I can't read that. Incomplete combustion. Yes, i.e. smoke. So this firefighter is saying that's just all smoke, dude. You're not seeing anybody. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I felt this video, though. I can definitely see it. And what I thought was we were going to see something at the window. Let's see. Right here, you'll see the dude walk by. Boom. And now the person's going to come out right here and walk into the room. Boom. Yeah, it's the first one that kind of creeps me out, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I see shadow people when I say I see things walk by. I see things run across the street. Literally like that. When I say shadow people, that's exactly what I mean. Okay, moving on to another one. This is why I won't have real dolls in the house
Oh no.
either. Okay, look away. I'll tell you when this is done.
Yeah.
This
no, I'm
doll
good.
will literally turn its head and look at the camera as the lady says to sell that doll. This is what's going on in the video. They were talking about an estate sale, and she says, I've never liked this one. This doll has to go. And when she said, we have to sell that doll, the doll straight, like, looked at her. Yep, I don't like that one at all. Okay, we can move away from the dolls. I hate dolls. That turned and looked at you.
Like as collectors, I think it's even worse. Like imagine one of our like Transformers or Mafex is moving.
Oh
That would piss
yeah,
me
yeah.
off so much.
Well, I've seen one fall. Like, who was that? Who was saying they've had him fall? Was that Doombot? I've seen it literally like come off the shelf. Like, okay, you know.
I think it was Rick Jones as well.
Yeah. What are these ones? Okay, these ones are. Oh, this one's just funny.
Yeah.
This is just funny as hell. Here's perfect. This is why I want to show this one to lighten the mood. He is telling a story right now. And as he's telling the story, check this shit out. I'll tell you what's scary to me.
Are you able to turn the audio on?
No. What?
It's better with the audio.
He literally screams out. I just don't want to get in trouble from it.
He did.
Can we? This is Lure Boons. I don't know if you get in trouble for sharing other people's audio. Do you?
I think it's worth the risk.
Okay. We'll redo it. That's what scares me right there. The baby was back to sleep.
So she went to get some water. Dad duties. Hello. You know what I'm saying?
And look at it. It's just so... Oh, God.
Well, when did you wake up? You almost gave Dad a heart attack.
Watch this.
And I'm not lying. You went back to sleep? Baby's asleep.
I hate how people can fall asleep again that quick. How does anybody fall asleep that fast?
I wish I could fall asleep like
Dad
that.
That's what I'm saying. What is it?
Hello. You know what I'm saying?
He did a reverse scream. That's
how scared he was, right? Oh my God, that is great. This one we can't. Here's a really bad one of cabinets. During the family experienced a terrifying encounter when an unseen force, a poltergeist during a birthday celebration. Okay. And this is what I want you guys to send me. I want you to send me your favorite ones. This is from Scary Encounter that you feel you may have questions with, or, hey, have you seen this one? And let me know. They're going around. They're trying to say happy birthday.
Come camera, so we can remember your party, and we'll get the.
I think this. I hate how we can't fast forward. I think this one takes a little bit longer. Because they're just going through the whole process. That's basically like the setup of saying happy birthday. But
I was gonna say, like, Ernie, if you're able to like screen record some of these videos and then like edit them later, like shortening it so that you could like rewind it whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Or unless you want me to do it for you, but I am deadly afraid of these things.
I know. I'm sorry. So here we go. Okay, let me go back to this real quick. We'll get to the chat right now. The water had just turned on by itself.
Come on, baby. Come on.
They were about to sing happy birthday, and the water, as you can see, it's a turn knob, and it just started squirting out, and the girl got scared. So here we go.
God, okay, we should have had this at Jerry's house.
Okay.
It's just this stuff is starting again.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
You're okay.
I'm so sorry.
Damn! Oh God!
What the hell is going on? Go to the front room. Go to the front room, girls. Go.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Let me get out of here. Come on. Let's go.
This is Chris.
Yeah. No, that was pretty bad. And this is exactly what I was talking about, of them getting like angry and started saying something. And then, oh, here it goes again. Why? and then you have it attack on that level. I mean, like full on attack. Like that was piss. Opening, throwing stuff. That was bad. Yeah, this is that one. Let's see. I'll stop. This one, we'll go to the chat real quick. We will bring it back. What do we got? Are you still with me, Marcus? You all right?
Okay.
All right, let's see. Sonic thought it was Jesser. Let's see. Toy Rensu said, fuck that video. He did not like it. Dumont says, I love these supernatural videos. My feed is filled with them. Some are obvious fakes. Yes. But some are truly questionable. Yes. There's one right there. That I feel is definitely questionable. And that's everything I was talking about. They got angry. So did the entity. The entity was probably already mad and wanted some attention. They're having this happy moment, singing happy birthday for the child. And they were like, fuck that. Not going to happen today. And then they started arguing and getting mad at it. And there it was. Okay, here we go. What's up, John to the Ross? John to the Ross has an explanation for the shadow people that I see. Shadow was from something outside the window. And the second is smoke or debris. So he agrees.
I agree with the second part. The first
with the
one,
fireman.
Yeah. I can agree with his second point.
That's cool.
The outside the window, that's kind of interesting. I didn't think about that.
But it's full body in there.
Yeah.
Watch it in the morning. Okay, here we go.
That's another statement you can easily clip out of context and it'll be perfect for YouTube shorts. It's a
Sonic
full body. Watch it in the morning.
Watch it in the morning. Sonic says, God, I hate those type of dolls. So do I. I have never, ever liked them for that main reason right there. Fuck those dolls. Why would you even want to collect those or have those in your house? Ugh. No. Dumas says, when I was a kid, my great aunt had a room full. Oh. When I was a kid, my great aunt had a room full of those creepy ass dolls. And sometimes we had to sleep in that room. No. I would always sleep fully under the covers.
Ernie, do you know about the story about the island of the dolls?
No. What was that?
It's pretty self-explanatory. It's an island full of dolls, but it's a very small one.
But still,
those
why?
types of dolls because
if it's one that turned its head, and so you have to take that doll to that island, okay. If that's what it is, then all right, get it far away from everybody. Please do that.
Maybe next week or the week after, I could try to do a little more research about it. But
yeah, hell yeah, we got all month. Okay, that one, Jonathan Ross says, okay, goosebumps. Rick Jones says, nightmare fuel. I'm sorry. This is just what I want to share with you. And it's on here because, people, of course, don't believe it or anything that's there. So, yeah. Don't you think Funky Pops are going to be the next scary dolls for the next generation?
I love how he called them Funky Pops.
You can be absolutely right. There are some Funky Pops out there. You could be definitely right because who is still making those scary ass dolls? Those regular ones, right? Dumont says, have you seen the one where a dude has paranormal shit happen in his basement? Then shit starts happening in his kitchen and laundry room. You can see a shadow in the room and the room is small. Send it to me. We'll share it here. I mean, because that sounds like everything we've seen. I'm not being smart ass. I'm being like for reals. Like, but show me that one and I'll be like, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. There was an England dude who always, you know how he caught his that I love to watch? Doombot, tell me if you saw this dude. He had a very strong English accent. He would cuss at it all the time because he was just like done with it. This one was like rude. Do you know how he caught his, Marcus? He turned on his Xbox Connect.
Huh.
And he would leave that on at night and it would show. So if you've never had a Connect was the first one to do like, the dance games at home.
Okay.
The what's the singing ones where they like show on the screen? So your body had to be there, right? To do the movements of the dance.
Right.
Not Dance Revolution, but like God, the kids always used to play it.
Isn't it Just Dance?
Is it Just Dance? Probably
I don't know. I don't play games.
Probably Just Dance. You're right. Anyways, so you have the Connect on and it has to scan your body. right?
Oh, right.
So this dude left his Connect on and would leave it on the TV so he could see when it fucking walked in the room. Because it caught your, it looked like a stick figure when the Connect show you on the screen. Like, okay, it has you, meaning because it just wants to see your arms and your legs, right?
Mhm.
So he would leave it on. Do you know what I'm talking about? So good. And that dude, like, they had a full-on relationship. Like, they were just always mad at each other. Like, this thing would go on and, you know, like, turn on the TV, and he'd be like, no, I'm trying to go to bed. And you would see it on the Connect happening. Like, he would then, you know, show that, and it's like, oh, holy crap. And then, like, he would go in the kitchen and destroy the kitchen in a matter of seconds, Marcus. And he would get up and have his phone and show it, and there would just shit everything.
The mention of kitchen kind of makes me hungry, even though I'm greatly scared right now. I kind of want snacks while I'm terrified.
Right? Toy Renzu said, I remember that video. He says, or at least something similar. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, I think I've seen that one. Have you seen the one where the people are driving in a cemetery in a Tesla? Yes. And the Tesla show people walking around the cemetery on the scar screen. Yes. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No. And I remember you mentioning the video of, like, I mentioned this in a chat a while ago about you mentioned a TikTok where someone created like an app or a feature where it can tell like the age just by your face, and then it captures the image behind him.
Yes. And it said like yes.
Yeah, like 200 years old and angry.
Yes. What the fuck? Take that app off of your damn phone right now. Okay, so let's go back to one more video, folks. If you are not liking this, I am going to show another one right now.
Yeah,
which one am I going to show? Okay, so this one is really crazy. This lady has multiple videos up, and now this is her sleepwalking, sitting down, having a conversation with other entities.
Is that who I think it is? Like, she's a comedian, I think.
This is a comedian video?
I don't know. I know that there was someone that got really popular because of these sleepwalking videos.
Is this her?
I don't know. It might be.
I really don't want to turn on the volume. Sleepwalking, sits down, watch this shit.
I think I'm gonna run.
Yeah.
1 second.
Close your eyes.
No, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
You got it.
1 minute.
Okay. Okay, so watch this. I really don't want to turn on the sound because it's horrible. Here we go. Oh God. Okay. See, it reminds me of my stupid table. What in the world? And right now you hear a bunch of mumbling and sounds. I do not want to play it. I will not put you guys through that. But what was that? Something is now moving towards her on the table. Yeah, that's about all I could take of this one because it keeps catching things moving throughout the house. That's why the camera keeps moving. Yeah, we're done with this one. Oh, I don't like that one because mine was not that bad on the table that we had that we were talking about. It wouldn't come out that far. It would just move out a little bit. Ernie, did you believe it was real, the movie Paranormal Activity? I did. So I only watched a little bit of it and then I didn't like it. And so I turned it off because they were depicting like how things really happen. I just don't need that. I don't like it. I don't like Poltergeist. I don't like Exorcist. I don't watch those movies. I leave all that for Moocher. When I saw that one, this type of stuff that was happening, like the little movements, like I said, I've had that happen. Rick Jones has talked about the little movement. It's pretty bad. Here's the homie. So I will not continue to watch any type of movies like that because I just don't want to bring it into me. You know, like even like I'm watching it at the house, right? What's up, Joey? Joey knows. Joey has been to the house. Joey knows ghost stories, and Joey has had his own shit happen. Joey said the Island of Dolls. Are you back, Marcus?
I got so scared I had to run out, and I had a little bit orange chicken, so I'm good.
Good. Okay. I had to turn it off. I couldn't watch it no more. That one's bad. Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
Joey's right.
Joey says the island of dolls is in Mexico, haunted by a little girl that drowned there and is full of creepy dolls. Joey has heard La Llorona full on.
Don't say that name.
Sorry. Yeah. So Joey's the homie, knows in all this stuff too. What's up, Joe? Anytime you guys want to pop on, talk about this stuff. Yeah. Let's see. A lot of people believed it was actually real until the main actor said it wasn't real. Yeah, I saw some of their setup and everything. It's just like I said, they depicted a lot of stuff really good that, you know, has happened to other people or I've heard stories of, et cetera, et cetera. I don't like to watch scary movies or anything like that. Just for that reason. Because then I feel like, well, like you're just opening up another door. So you guys can check that out all day. All right. I think we have time for maybe one more. Let's see. Which one was it? Okay. These ones really freak me out. I'll do what?
Oh, the Disney one. I think I remember that one.
I will go to those. We'll talk about this one next. This one, I really don't know if it's real. I've seen a lot of them like this. Now, on the other hand, what I'm saying is real, yes. The ones caught on video like this, I have seen one that I fully believe in. Fully believe in. And it scares the shit out of me. This one right here, I don't know. This one I feel is like camera tricks, just the way that it is. But you go ahead and do yours. Marcus, turn away for 1 minute, 30 seconds.
That's oddly specific.
Oh, because it is, because I've watched this over and over again to see. So this is a little girl playing and somebody is combing her hair.
I'm good.
And then nothing there. They always show the kids like in a trance state. We had our arms out. I feel like this one is set up. It's just the way that the arms are moving, right? Too specific for me. I mean, very well done, but I just don't feel like that was one. And then you always show, like I said, the kids are in a trance state. So I don't know. What do you guys feel about those type? Now I've seen like that, and one that I saw was completely scared the crap out of me. But yeah, okay, so here we go. Let's see. Catch up with the chat. Renzu says, y'all seen the lady from Conjuring getting cross-shaped bruises on her legs while filming? Yes, this is what I'm talking about, Renzu. Like the people from Poltergeist died. Basically, it was like going through a list of all of them, weird accidents, death happening. And then they go on to have brought real bodies back from UCLA down the street. No, that's why I don't watch that type of stuff. And yeah, then you always have these people who years later talk about, I hated doing that film, and then they'll tell you why. Yoko's really missing out on this episode of Chronicle Sonic. I know. Rick says, yes, feels like a hoax. It was just too much of the hair braiding. And then the kid, like, because I've seen where the kids come out right away when you touch them. You know, this one's still eyes closed, but you feel like the eyes are moving behind the eyelids like that. Have you seen a video of the red balloon following a teacher or janitor in a classroom and then in the hallway? Yes. I do not like that video specifically either. That one makes me feel really bad. Okay, so as we get into it, the ones that I do like to talk about, I've talked about a lot. You know, we do how we do Disney, and we do talk about Disney stuff and everything here. I try and catch you up on that. We will have shows coming up on just strictly Disney stuff and the content that's there. Yeah, Marcus, come back. We're going to do your Disney one that you like. I'm going to set it up here and we'll just get into it because the video doesn't show anything, but it does tell the story.
I'm alive.
Yes. Now here's the one about
I got chocolates out of fear.
Ooh. I need some chocolate too.
Yeah.
So Marcus does like when I share the Disney stories. There's tons of urban legends and myths going around at Disneyland of people who have unfortunately passed away at Disneyland and now their ghost haunts the park. This one right here, I had heard of, but this is where things get mixed up from stories that I have heard since I was a kid. So Disney is like the only park that I do that I've loved since I was a child. I have had friends that have worked there, and then especially when you have people that will be open about certain things and tell you stuff that was cool to me. Like, you know, you can tell when somebody's making up a story or just trying to go on with it. So this one is weird, Marcus, because this isn't the ones. This is like combining two of the ones that I had. I would love to sit and talk with Mike, Arizona Toy Owners Guild. He used to work there before. And this one is a combining of two urban legends. So the urban legend is that people have died on a ride and then they go on to haunt it. They haunt it so bad that if you do not acknowledge them in the ride of opening and closing, you're going to have a bad day that day. Ride breakdowns, maybe you physically or whatever, that so many people have stuck to this urban legend that this is a daily thing now, so that when you show up. So this one is saying Matterhorn. Now, I heard this lady's story about Matterhorn passing away, unfortunately, but I did not hear the myth. What the story that I heard on Disney was the saying good morning and good night. What's up? Brian's in the chat. Thank you for becoming a new member. That helps the channel and everything that we're trying to achieve here. I greatly appreciate it. How you doing? And the one that I have heard that is there is for Space Mountain. So Space Mountain has to tell, and I'm sorry right now, take away my Disney card. He does have a specific name. I can't remember it right now because I keep wanting to say Charlie, but I don't think it's Charlie. I'll have to look that up. But if you do not tell him good morning and good evening at the end of your shift, you're going to have a day of mess ups. The next day will be messed up. You didn't say goodbye, and that the workers are fully into this and they do it. And if you ask some of the right ones, you can see that they're answering for reals, you know, not rolling the eyes or not anything. So on that one, he has come up in a few pictures. I will try and do one of these days in October where we can do full on Disney and we can bring the pictures. There is pictures of, like I said, I don't know why I really feel like it's Charlie, of sitting on the ride next to people that the cast members have taken because they know that somebody should not be there, but they could see him sitting there next to a single rider, right? And so they have pictures, and that's where these photos come from. Or people at the end of the ride, you know, have seen their photo and seen a blurred out tall gentleman. He is tall. He's very specific too. He is tall, lengthy, older, white gentleman with thinning hair that you can see. And on the TV screens, he is blurred out sitting next to you when obviously you weren't sitting next to somebody. You rode the whole ride, right? So there's that. That's the one that I have confirmation from workers of it happens in Space Mountains. This story right here is saying the same exact story of that you have to acknowledge her, but they're talking about the woman on Matterhorn. The one that, why this one on Matterhorn is so creepy was for some reason in the middle of this ride, this woman just stood up and jumped off the ride. Literally out of, nobody could explain why, nobody could anything, and you know, come up with some type of answer
like
of
almost out of impulse or something.
Yes, that it was just very, very weird and strange that she literally got up and jumped from the ride and then ran over by the next toboggan, the next ride that was there for Matterhorn. I've heard this one. This one is confirmed there of this happening. And it's weird. I do not like the dark areas in Matterhorn. Now, with that being said, what's also really weird is I find that when you hear these stories that come from the 80s or the early 70s is when I say like I feel certain things in the dark and like that, you know, definitely during the rides on this one, it's no longer like I used to feel because they actually changed the Matterhorn ride. So it kind of goes to the point of, why did we change it? It still hurts the hell out of your back. You're still getting a free chiropractic appointment when you ride Matterhorn. Like, it's still slamming around and everything. But those twists and turns where things happen actually was taken out, and now they just lift you to the top and make you go to the bottom. So where before it was a different track to go on to the top. So that's a weird one. The only thing that's coming out of Matterhorn on that was they say, no, that's a track. But for lots of times in the late 90s, as going there as a kid, the urban legend with Matterhorn was when you hear people screaming, but the ride isn't running, that's her. Right. And for those who frequent Disney a lot, that is true that you do walk by Matterhorn and can hear like the whooshing sounds or people screaming on it, but the ride is not running. So that was that one there. I cannot confirm that, though. All I have is that, no, they play a track that's in there in order to have those sounds of like the climbing, of like people talking. You know, there's supposed to be, at one point during the 90s, they actually had people who would climb the mountain, like mountain climbers. And that was out there. So they were saying it was that type of track that was there set for them, as if you were hearing, you know, the noises of people on the mountain. So that kind of goes with it. Thunder Mountain is my favorite, and Nat has had one, and there is a bad part where something has bad happen there, and I always tense up on that part where that happened. So I definitely feel that one. There is no type of story or anything there. It's just always a feeling that people have seen, you know?
Yeah.
What's that, Marcus?
Oh, no, I was going to say that in the AI portion of the video, she kind of reminds me of Marcia. Is it Marcia? I think Marcia Strassman from Welcome Back, Kotter. And
Yeah.
I think Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. So yeah, like I said, this was like, to me, they put two stories together. I will find you one of my favorites ever is Waltz, before he died, was very heavy into the planning of Pirates and Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion specifically for the way that his concept got changed. He had a whole different idea for it, but that the thing with Mansion is there's an old video that goes around that has a white entity literally walking out of the front doors of the mansion, walking the path, phasing right through the gate and walking down Main Street. And this stature and look and everything matches that of Walt Disney himself. It is.
I remember you mentioning this.
Yeah, I'm going to find that video so we could share it because it's one of my favorites. Lots of nighttime workers do see him walking around. You know, that entity, that specific entity. That's why it kind of like, you know, when there's usually, oh, I've seen that video, they debunked it this way. But then sometimes there's some videos that you can't find. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's that. The only one that I know of in Mansion that messes with people is a kid. And there's been that one. Yeah. So there's other talks of other people too, but that comes, I believe, from the whole, you know, people spreading ashes, like you're saying. And the most is on Pirates and Haunted Mansion, but they can see you fully on Pirates and Mansion, like clear as day. So they see you do it. And unfortunately, guys, they stop the ride and they go vacuum your loved one up right away, clean it up, and then restart the ride. So unless you're very sneaky about it, which is very, very hard to do and all that because of the cameras that they have inside of there, I know you're trying to do something that may have been for a loved one's requests, but hasn't happened, you know? So they do clean it up right away. Let's see. Dumont 9000 says, I'm still looking for that video I mentioned earlier. Yeah, just send it DMs. Have you seen a video of a terminal at an airport? Yes. Sonic, I know which one you're talking about. I don't even have to read the rest. Have you seen a video of a terminal at an airport with a lot of people walking across a bridge like You know, the what do you call that? To enter the plane. People deboarding a plane, but there is no plane there.
Right.
Yeah, but you can see the people all walking through it, going to nowhere.
It reminds me of like that Titanic ghost ship scene from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. The one that I find so weird about that video is how clear it was.
Mm.
You know? Okay. And then just so we can end it on a lighter note and not be so scared with everybody, let's get into some conspiracy theories. I love all conspiracy theories, from Mandela effect to UFOs, the simulation, the Matrix. I'm sorry, Machu. Go check for the black vehicles in front of your car. He isn't here tonight, though, so maybe it might switch, but it seems like every time we talk about this, for some reason, they like to show up at Matt's house. That's because
if he appears,
I'm using Matt's Wi-Fi address. You don't know, but
yeah, if Machu appears tomorrow, but he blinks like from side to side like a lizard, then we'll know.
Then we'll know, right? Okay, so here we go. Let's do some conspiracy. I love this one. This one is more into the simulation theory, and this is a glitch in the simulation. So a lot that has been happening lately is specifically what is shown here in Chicago. So let me just explain it to you real quick. A lot of conspiracies going around right now are these glitches where there has been 2 moons in the sky, 2 suns in the morning. You notice it real quick and then it is gone. You can film it. You may go inside and then you come back out, and what you just filmed, it's not there anymore. Weird stuff in the sky that way, as far as the simulation theory of, we're in the Matrix. So the best one that I've ever seen was in a foreign country. They were outside at night playing soccer in the street, and all of a sudden, as if somebody turned on the light switch, and the light in the sky went from dark to like if the sun was up, and then it shut back off to dark again. Is the craziest video I've ever seen. I was trying to look for it, but here's one that just came up recently of showing up in Chicago. And this one is, there was 2 moons in the sky, and as they were recording it, it glitched and went to the left of the real moon and then stayed there, and it flickers. And somebody says, like a hologram. So let me go back to the screen. As you can see here, here's the moon, a half moon right here. Here is the said glitch that is there, and then all of a sudden we see it jump to this side. This was filmed in Chicago, and then after it just went away, it was gone. So this has been happening a lot. There's lots of videos like this, like I said, of double moons in the sky, 2 suns in the sky. The big one are that people have tried to warn people about, but nobody is listening, to do with the moon. Also is that the phases of the moon are wrong now and upside down, which is really, really weird. So yeah, if you know the phases of the moon, that toenail-shaped moon should be on the top, and lately for the past years it is now at the bottom of the moon. It is not on top.
Interesting way of describing it. A toenail.
The toenail part of the moon, right?
I mean, you're not wrong.
So
shaped.
It's supposed to be, the toenail is supposed to always have been at the top, but for the last couple of years, it is now at the bottom, which is where they say upside down. How is nobody pointing this out? What had happened? That's a good one I like to see. So let's catch up with the comments here before we exit out. This is what we're talking about during spooky time. If you got scared, I apologize. This is all just videos that I like to share from the internet.
Yeah, you got me stress eating tonight, man.
I'm sorry, bro. This is what we do during spooky time, because I've had major stories, so I shared mine tonight. If you're rewatching, part of the replay crew, go ahead and check those out and catch up with us here. That is my latest one of something had pulled my shirt down now, like a small child. If you have kids, you know the feeling, you know what I'm talking about. And then we've gotten into sharing these stories from around the internet. But not only that, if you're part of the Federation, you have your own story. Sonic has shared many, Doombot has. Just send them to me in my DMs on Instagram. I will pull them and read them. If you want to stay anonymous, you can be. If it's okay to say your name, we will. I am not making fun of you. I'm fully believe in this stuff and have it happen to me for quite a long time. Share your story or share your videos, or if you want to go over it and have it debunked. Moocher and others love to put the science behind it and say this is the reason why. I love that part too. Okay. We just showed where I talk about shadow people that I see all the time. We showed a great fire video that it seemed like it. John to the Raw says, nope, that was somebody outside and that was a smoke. The smoke going into the other room, just like the firefighter had said. I see two different things. Your opinion counts too. Like I said, we're not making fun of anybody here. We'll hit all aspects. If you want to see a great one and really get into it, go back to the past years to where Jesse was on. He shared his own personal ring video, and we saw a orb fly across the screen, go to the left, turn into a walking man that, dude, I shit you not, looked like an Indian, and walk away on the other side. Moocher will still tell you it's a fisheye lens, and that was dust till this day. He will stand by it. But please go check out that video and tell us what you think. And it's that type of stuff that we can sit here and talk about and share. It's Halloween time. It's October 1st. Let's do this. It's my favorite time. I've experienced this forever. Like I said, not going to sit here and make fun of you. If you want to share your story, let's do this. All right. So we got with the terminal video. I'll look for that one. That one's crazy. Yeah, Rick has seen it too. Sonic, that one is trippy. It is. Brian's all into it too. Hell yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah. Rick is, yes, the simulation explains everything. Yeah, pretty trippy when you get in that rabbit hole of the simulation. I don't believe in UFOs much anymore because of drones.
Yeah.
The government has said they're real now.
And also
they
we
hide
have
videos.
apparently extraterrestrials in the ocean.
Here. Yeah, that are here and have been here. We're gonna lightly throw that out there. You know?
Yeah. We got too much going on in 2025. Aliens is probably the least of our worries.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why they're fully coming out and say it. They're like, okay, here's this video of a craft blowing up a missile. Here's another one that we chased and it then started chasing us. By the way, we do talk to the aliens that live in the ocean. Just letting you know.
It's like I don't care about all that. Just lighten up the tariffs.
Yeah.
Like,
right? Can you lower the groceries? Is there an extraterrestrial out there that can lower the groceries?
Right.
Please. You know? Can you be a homie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian says we all live in the Truman Show. Man, sometimes I feel like that all the time. I really do. And I'll look at my set camera. So, yeah. Joey says, what's up with the 31 Atlas? Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up next show. The crescent moon. Yeah, I call it the toenail one. Doombot. It's the same thing, bro. Look at it. It's either a toenail or a croissant. Whatever you want to call it. Rick Jones says 31 Atlas is an extraterrestrial probe. Yes. That's what I said. We can save it for next week ending to get into theories. I like it. We can do ghosts, get freaked the fuck out. We can do all that. Talk about our stories. Then we'll bring up some conspiracies. Like we'll debunk one like I did with that one. Like that hair one I feel is fake. And then we can bring in like this, like, okay, what was up with the moon? 2 moons and it shifted from left to right. I don't know. Sonic says, I remember hearing when you have deja vu, it's you actually glitching back and forth in time or in dimensions.
I like to believe that.
Well, if you remember, Marcus, I went in heavy to my deja vu 1 year, and I got a lot of explanations sent from people that were really good of the ones that, you know, the type that I was having. It was funny because there was actually 2 people who shared that I totally loved, because I don't hear that from a lot of people when I explain my deja vu to people. And they had said, I had no clue other people experience what I experienced. And they were like, thank you for sharing. I was right there with you. What you were saying, the description is exactly what I've tried to describe to people for such a long time. Cool to know that there's other people out there that have it too. I had no clue either. Like I said, I always just thought that was me. Marcus got scared the most tonight. That's all right. That's fine. He was also hungry, so he had to get up a lot.
Very hungry.
Yeah. I see 2008 Blue Eyes Miley Cyrus during Sleep Paralysis episode. I will get so
I'm
mad.
gonna cuss you out so much, Ernie.
I'm sorry.
If this episode causes some like that to happen,
my bad, bro. Probably is. You guys seen that video of like a triangle type UFO above the Capitol? That video is crazy. Yeah, send UFO videos. This is our month. We're gonna show it all. I'm gonna just share the screen like we did. As long as I don't get notices that we're getting hit with shit or anything, let's do it. Thanks to Brian joining the channel and being a new member. That really helps. Thanks to Zap for always contributing as well too, for the generous super chat. We are getting close to getting the new camera equipment so we can go out there and do more content and everything. Riley is locking it in. We did have a little snafu. I apologize, but all those videos will be coming up because we promised we're going to do more. We're getting into more. You guys have great ideas. You do want some quick reviews. You want reaction videos. The Disney stuff is cool to share, although how we do Disney. And what was another one? Reactions back again for the K-pop stuff. I love that. That is awesome. We could do that. We'll have to come up with a list. We can play some here and I can get down to it.
Sonic.
I don't know. We've never said that. Does Adam believe in ghosts or aliens? Adam, I love you. He's always part of the replay crew.
He believes
Adam,
in ninjas.
What's the answer? Yeah, is he too ninja to believe in ghosts or aliens? Or like, yeah, and he's just gonna ninja them out of here. I don't know. We'll see. We've never Adam and I have never gone down that path, and we'll make sure that he answers and he knows. But Marcus, thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully Dario can join us soon, and we'll have Yoko and Tommy back when they're done on their hiatus, and we can catch up with everybody. But thank you for joining in, keeping track of the chat and all of our entertainment and other news. Appreciate all your help, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Sorry for making you scared. Sorry, chat, for those watching too, but this is October. Time to get into Spooky Fett, my favorite. And again, share your stories or what you want to share, the reels and the videos and like that. So all I did was I sent them to our page. That's what I was on, our own little group chat. I just re-pasted them all so that they were up one after the other. And that's all I'm going to do to yours too, and we'll go through it. If you don't want me to know, send I want full reaction. I'll wait to watch it until we're on the show. And then we'll watch it together and get scared the crap out of, and we'll see. Zap, adding it in right there. Let's end with this.
Thank you,
That
Zap.
is freaking awesome, Zap. Thank you very much. Like I said, we are getting closer to that camera equipment. I appreciate it, man. I love you. I hope you have a great week that goes along with everybody else. Yeah, look, I'll be replaying it again on my days off, Sonic. Thank you, Rick. Whoa. Yep, this man has helped out a lot with the channel. That's all you got to do. You don't have to send that much. You could just send a couple bucks super chat. And like I said, we're putting it all to the brand new equipment so we can get the Pocket 3 just like everybody else has and go from there. I have the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. That's what Riley is going through and getting all that. So I have hunting videos. I will be doing the review videos that I have of stuff that's there, the ideas that you guys have. Somebody had a great idea. I'm sorry if I don't remember who sent it, but they wanted, since I have the Ross hauls and so much at Ross, to then come immediately home and do a review of said Ross toy. And why did I buy that then? As I open it and be like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have bought this. You know, and I said, okay, that's great. I'm down with that. Let's try that out. But Zap, man, you are a maniac. Thank you. Like I said, we're getting closer to trying to get the equipment. We just have ideas. That's what we have here. We're here every week just to step away from the world, push us over that hump day Wednesday to get into the weekend. We do this as stress relief, and you know, it's therapy for me. It's therapy for you guys. We talk about all different subjects. We get into everything. We talk about everything here. If you're new here, that's what we're all about. From entertainment to toys to news to this stuff for the month. This is it. This is how we roll. You have ideas or anything, let it done. write it down, send a DM, whatever you want to do, put it in the comments, and we're going to continue to chat with the Federation and go from there. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. We will see you then. Yeah, we're working on the equipment and getting that for the How We Do Disney segments, because we're always at Disneyland during the weekend and people love the walkthroughs, the ride videos, the merch that's going on. And when we post it, if that's not your jam, then you could just skip it. But there's lots of people who like the How We Do Disney. If you're into the toys part of everything, you can join me on They're Not Dolls going on tomorrow with the Toymigos. We got some toy news and let you know what's going on in there. Immediately following right now is a Sarlacc Digest with Star Wars Toys News. All the links are below. We hit up all the sponsors at the beginning, of course. Thank you to the Shirt Farm, the new one. Use code FETT and receive 10% off of your order. And they just dropped a whole bunch of new stuff. They have the brand new Star Tours shirt. I put that one up. Everybody shared that. Thank you so much. And the monorail one dropped, and they have some still available awesome shirts. Go visit the Shirt Farm. I'll have the video fixed by next week. Use code FETT and receive 10% off, and everybody else at the beginning. We will see you guys later next week. Tell the Sarlacc Digest I'm coming right now. Ernie, you should have like an EVP monitor behind you for just this month. Okay.
Oh,
I was going to say, I don't know if I could roll, but yeah, if we do it just by the show, so we can see it light up or down during the show. That is a great idea. I will look into it. I don't want to leave it on all the time, but if we're doing just for the month of Spooky Fett, yeah, let's do that. I'm pretty sure no, but no, I'm down with it. If we don't have to leave it on and we just do it for the show, hell yeah. If it starts getting crazy, I will shut it off. Yes. Always a fun time, Ernie. Peace out, y'all. Thank you, Doombot. Thank you guys, Federation, for always being here. Brian, we'll catch you later. Thank you, everybody on the replay crew, everybody watching. Again, we will see you next week. Somebody did ask me about the cornhole boards. Go check it out. I do have them in my chat. They were two people had mentioned it, and it's will be in my stories. Go follow them. And I mentioned it last time. Find it in my stories and just tell them that the Fallen Fett sent you, and get your order in now so that you can have it ready by Christmas. I believe right now is the time, and you can practice to try and challenge me next time. It is 2B_rustic boards. 2B_rustic boards. Tell them the Fallen Fett sent you, and get in your order before Christmas. To the two people that were asking me. Thank you guys very much. Talk to you later. Thanks, Marcus. I greatly appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Laters. Bye.